going on, beautiful people? It is the CFG, and welcome to a new episode of the Confident Fat Guy podcast. On today's episode, we're going to talk about my experience filming the Social Harmony Time to Talk podcast. But before that, I got to give a shout out and some love to my sponsors, Rise Elite Coaching and Aaron 5 News. Rise Elite Coaching provides strength, nutrition, and online coaching for the busy professionals without burnout. Contact Kai at Rise Elite Coaching at outlook.com. You can also follow Rise Elite Coaching on Instagram and TikTok. And Aaron 5 News, your number one social media news outlet for Indiana. I've said it a million times. I can't say enough about Aaron. He's a good dude and he's doing special things. Go to Facebook and friend request Aaron Glunt and go follow Aaron 5 News. Aaron 5 News also offers free, yes, free business advertising, and they are in need of volunteers for news, sports, and weather. Contact Aaron Glunt on Facebook and go follow Aaron 5 News on Facebook. And Ashley Aldridge, thank you so much for being a supporter of the Confident Fat Guy. If you would like to sponsor the Confident Fat Guy podcast, it's $10, or if you just want to be a supporter, it's $3 a month, and I will give you a special shout out whether you're a subscriber or a supporter on the podcast and my social media, on all my social media platforms. So today we're going to talk about my experience filming on the Social Harmony Time to Talk podcast. I believe we filmed it in March, I believe, and it just came out early this morning. And I tell you what, that was probably the funnest interview that I have done. And I've done a few. Some haven't been posted, and others have. But I want to thank Mr. Davis for allowing me to come on his show and talk about everything and talk about me. It was overall so fun, and I'm actually really glad that he took the time to listen to some of my podcast episodes and just to study what I do, and he did his research on me because some of the interviews I have done has not, and I think that should be the biggest thing when you interview somebody. And Mr. Davis asked me questions that no one has ever asked me, and some of his questions kind of dumbfounded me because I was so shocked on how much research he did on me. And the only bad thing about that interview is if you watch it on YouTube, you can see me open my eyes a lot. And I don't know if I had something in my eyes or I was trying to focus, but that was kind of embarrassing. But overall, great experience. And if he ever has me again, I would love to do his podcast. Please go check out Social Harmony Time to Talk on YouTube, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Mr. Davis is a wonderful interviewer, and I probably one of, like, again, I will say it again, probably one of my favorite interviews that I have done, and I appreciate him so much for inviting me on his show. So yeah, go check out my interview on YouTube or go listen to it on Spotify or Apple Podcast, and you can find it at Social Harmony Time to Talk. No, I was really excited because he posted it on his social media and tagged it to me yesterday. But he is based in New Zealand and it's a different time zone. So when I thought it was coming out yesterday, well, yesterday when it was daylight, it was nighttime there. So it came out really early this morning, and I got off at 2 a.m. and it was posted, I think, between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m., somewhere around there. I don't really remember, but Man, it was so awesome, and he just the questions that he asked me, and he's so professional, and I actually got to talk to him when the podcast was done recording, and he's such a good dude, man. I would love to sit down with him and talk again. It was such a good experience, and I hope if I ever do another interview that it's as awesome as that one because he put time in researching me and asked me questions that no interviewer has ever asked me, and it was cool. I want you guys to go check it out. Like, I also poured my heart out. I was honest about everything, and I had fun. There was some parts that were kind of emotional, but I didn't show it. But all in all, great experience. Mr. Davis is a wonderful host. I just had a blast, and more interviewers need to be like him. So go give him some love, please, and tell him the CFG sent you because probably again my favorite interview that I've done. Other than that, it's been a really good week. I did a couple 12-hour shifts at work. Um, Me and Lindsay are doing amazing, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about today is I'm just blessed, and it takes one special thing to really show you how blessed you are. A lot of people take things for granted, and I too have taken stuff for granted. And it just takes that one thing to really show you how blessed you are. Whether it's you bought your first house, or you can put food on the table, or you meet somebody you never expected to, or your job, and just the relationship that me and Lindsay have had the past month and a half has been wonderful. I mean, yes, we dated as teenagers, but we're adults now. We're two different people. And, the 11 years that I was single, you know, the the first, 4 or 5, I didn't want nothing to do with a relationship. I was happy being single. I It was just me and my son. We just did whatever we wanted. And the past few years, and I don't talk about religion much, but it came to a point where my son was getting older, and it was like, you know what, maybe it's time. I don't do dating apps, but I did try the whole Facebook dating thing. That is an absolute joke. And, I was getting ready to come to the conclusion that, you know what, maybe there really isn't anybody out there for me, and I'm okay with that. And then I get a message from an old friend, and we just reconnected, and now it's like the best thing that's really happened to me. Like, I am truly blessed to have her. She supports me, she encourages me, she stands by my side. I'm just truly blessed. Like, and I hope you have an experience like that where something makes you realize how blessed you are. There's so many things that I could say about Lindsay. It's just it, just been wonderful. Like, it truly has been wonderful, and I hope that if you're in the same situation, don't lose hope. Don't lose faith because honestly, you know what? They're right when they say there's somebody out there for everybody. I didn't believe it, and I asked God to bring me my person, and I realized that he was just putting me on, I don't want to say putting me on hold, but it was time. And the past 11 years, it just wasn't time. It wasn't time yet. I still needed to, get my mental health in check. I needed to, really come together as a person, and I needed to grow up a little bit. And there's so much things that we just don't think about. And then when something like that happens, you start to think about it. And we sat down, a few times and like, you know what? This happened for a reason. And the things in your life happen for a reason. Don't ever lose hope because you're destined to do great things. Whether you see it or not, it's true. You are destined to do great things, but you got to put in the work and you got to put in the effort. And you just got, if you can dream it, do it. And there's a lot of cool things that are being talked about and planned right now that I will discuss at later times. But yeah, things are good. And I can't believe how good things are. It, it's been amazing. And not only my personal life, but with the podcast, like I'm at like 900 and something downloads. Like still very new to podcasting, and there's a lot of things that I still don't understand, but 900 and something downloads, that's amazing. And like I never imagined anybody would want to listen to me, you know? I just can't. I'm dumbfounded. People see a logo that says confident fat guy on it, and I know if I would see that, I would definitely not expect what the confident fat guy really is, and it it just blows my mind, and I thank you all so much. Um, I just can't thank you guys enough, and I hope you guys keep sharing the podcast out and sharing it with your friends and family and just putting in the word and follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. I have an email at confidentfatguy.com at yahoo.com. Email me, you know. If you want to be a supporter, go to wherever you're listening to the podcast and hit support channel. Like, you guys have blown this up so much that I never imagined it. And I'm thankful and I'm truly blessed, not just with my personal life, but with the CFG. Like, I'm working hard on building this and taking it further. And I'm not rushing things, I'm planning things out and I'm weighing the pros and cons. And also, I put on my social media yesterday that I'm thinking about doing merch, which I've said that before and I've been thinking about it, but I just wanted to see if anybody would be interested in it. And if I do it, it's not to be rich. I'm not charging an arm and a leg like other, you know, other brands, it costs $5 to make or $10 and you charge $60 for it. That's not going to happen. Um, I've just got to sit down and plan things out. And not only that, but there's talks of, you know what, I'm not even going to ruin it because there's so many cool things that are in the idea phase right now. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I will catch you guys up on future episodes. Just, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook at Confident Fat Guy. And there will be more details on the podcast and on my social media. It's just, it's a good time and I'm blessed. And you know what? I hope you guys are blessed too. I hope the things you're working hard on, you accomplish everything. Remember, like I tell you, conquer your dreams and crush your goals. But while you're doing it, be a good person. Treat people how you want to be treated. because there's a lack of that. And if you're struggling with mental health, talk to somebody, get help, because you're not alone. You might think you are, but you're not. I preach that. You are not alone. I appreciate all of you so much for taking the time out of your day to listening to the Confident Fat Guy podcast. I appreciate you guys for taking the time out of your day to look at my social media and following me on social media. I truly am blessed. And I want to thank you all so much for giving a guy like me an opportunity to really make a public journal and just discuss everything that's going on. You know, I don't hold anything back from you guys. I try not to cuss too much, but you guys give me a platform to just talk. And I I can't say enough how grateful I am for all of you. Right now, the Confident Fat Guy podcast is streaming in 30 different countries and over 129 cities, and I'm at 920 downloads. That's crazy. When I started this, I never imagined that I would be in over 30 countries and over 129 cities. And at 920 downloads, that's crazy. I never expected it. And I thank you guys so much for following me on this journey. The train is just rolling down the tracks, man. We got some big things coming that I can't wait to share with you if it comes out to the way I want it to. Um, I'm not promising anything. I'm not saying too much, like when I first started, when I said, "Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this." No. These things are being planned and they're being discussed and talked about because I want to do it right. And I want to do it right by you guys. And yeah, so thank you again for joining me on another episode of the Confident Fat Guy podcast. I will talk to you guys soon. Remember, love yourself, love each other, conquer your dreams, and crush your goals. I love you guys.